Lima. President Biden faces snubs and criticism at APEC summit. President Biden, nearing the end of his presidency, was positioned in the back row of the annual Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation (APEC) conference photo, standing between leaders of Thailand and Vietnam, while Chinese President Xi Jinping took center stage alongside Peru's President Dina Boluarte. The placement, described as standard by the White House, drew criticism from political opponents and was seen by some as a symbolic relegation of U.S. influence under Biden's leadership. Biden's back row position contrasted with Xi's prominent role during the summit. Xi was reportedly given a grand welcome in recognition of China's investment in Peru's new coastal port, while Biden's arrival was marked by a lighter reception. The White House National Security Council dismissed allegations of disrespect, stating Biden's placement adhered to established alphabetical protocols, as seen in past APEC summits in Peru under Presidents Bush and Obama. However, Biden's critics, including Representative Claudia Tenney, New York, argued the positioning reflects diminishing respect for U.S. leadership. The summit is Biden's last major international engagement before his presidency ends in January. Biden arrived with his daughter Ashley and granddaughter Natalie, continuing his trip with planned visits to Brazil and the Amazon rainforest before attending the G20 summit in Rio de Janeiro. Biden-Xi meeting and U.S.-China relations. Biden is scheduled to meet with Xi Jinping at Xi's hotel, marking their third and final meeting during Biden's presidency. This comes amid criticism that Biden has been lenient toward China. Accusations Republicans have linked to alleged financial ties between Chinese entities and Biden's family. The White House defends Biden's approach, emphasizing efforts to responsibly manage U.S.-China relations and celebrate recent declines in fentanyl overdose deaths following Xi's agreement to restrict exports of synthetic opioids. Republicans have repeatedly accused Biden of weakness in handling China, citing payments to his brother James and son Hunter during and after his vice presidency. An impeachment inquiry focused on Biden's alleged misuse of his position to benefit his family, but concluded without a House vote after Biden withdrew his re-election bid in July. Trump's role. Loom's President-elect Donald Trump has been vocal about his plans to reassert U.S. strength on the global stage, criticizing Biden's perceived lack of resolve. Trump has proposed holding China accountable for the COVID-19 pandemic, including potentially demanding $50 trillion in reparations. Trump also vowed to renew a tough stance on trade with China, a hallmark of his first term. Critics of Biden, including Representative Mike Lawler, RNY, say Biden's leadership has weakened U.S. influence, citing his handling of international events like APEC as emblematic of America's decline under his administration. Despite the White House's assurances, Republican leaders argue Biden's foreign policy failures are further evidence of his inability to effectively lead on the world stage. As Biden's presidency winds down, his interactions at APEC reflect broader debates about U.S. global influence, domestic politics, and the future of U.S.-China relations under the incoming administration.